So Falynn from The Real Housewives of Atlanta and her partner Jalen, they broke up. Falynn was married to Simon, and she came on The Real Housewives of Atlanta to introduce Porsha to her future husband. I'm not being shady, that's what happened. Falynn introduced Porsha to her husband, and now Porsha is married to Falynn's ex-husband.
You came on as a friend of Porsha's. So,
Yeah.
what was y'all history?
Oh, you know what? It was more so through Dennis and Simon.
Oh, okay.
They knew each other. They were in the same industry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we own a nightclub called Republic, and Dennis was in that industry, and Simon was also in the restaurant industry. So they just would collide every here and there. And at some point in time, Porsha and I got to meet. And she was really sweet. She's always been very real and genuine. So we clicked.
Did you know about all like the immigration problems that he was having?
Yeah.
Did he
I
like
know about
tell you that?
everything, but I don't have to, exploit people's name or their business for a check.
Yeah, but did he tell you that up front, or is that something that you investigated yourself?
No, he was upfront about a lot of things. However, there's a lot of stuff that he left out too. I'd never even known that he's been in jail before. So I really, in a sense, when everything came into the media, I was really shocked.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably
really
found
know.
some stuff out too.
Yeah, and y'all have to understand, he was doing all this before I was.
Were you shocked to find out when Porsha and Simon separated?
What's your biggest concern about being Simon's fourth wife?
Well, after I had been talking to Simon for 2 weeks is when I called him and he came over to pick PJ up, and I told him. So then, yes, 2 weeks after that, we got engaged. What? I'm blessed. What? God just dropped that man in my lap. What else supposed to do?
Does it?
Neighbors, y'all gotta get in here and see this. Fans are speculating that Simon Guobadia has moved on from Porsha Williams. If you guys don't know, Porsha filed for divorce a couple of weeks or a couple of months ago, and Simon wasted no time in moving on. Fans are speculating that this young woman could possibly be dating Simon because she posted a photo next to a Rolls Royce, and the Rolls Royce looks strikingly similar to a car Simon drives. Now, we had a user saying that Rolls Royce looks real familiar. Another person actually added Simon and said, "So this is her? I see the seats just like yours. I don't blame you, girl. Let me go tell Porsha." Now, this situation is also crazy. Since Porsha's divorce filing, Simon has been pulling 24-hour shifts on Instagram, and his posts range from "I'll never stop loving my wife until the divorce is final" to buying new cars and partying with Young Jeezy.
No? Was anybody?
Do you think that was real?
No.
The whole relationship you don't think was real?
You don't think it was real at all?
No, I think it was just a ploy to get back at me.
So let me ask you this. If you ever ran into Porsha, what would you talk to her about?
That wouldn't be a safe scenario.
Oh.
Why?
It smoke?
For her, or?
It smoke. That.
I mean, at the end of the day, she know what she did. It could play out in the media. However, everybody wants to try to play it out. I know what she did. Simon knows what she did. Porsha knows what she did. That wouldn't be a safe scenario. So I wouldn't even put myself in a predicament of even allowing that. I'm a grown woman now.
Oh, to talk to her.
Talk to her. Ain't gonna be no talk.